Vishuddha Vedanta Paribhasha. Those who don't have the books can take. Vishuddha means, undistorted. Undistorted. Anybody having books? Anybody wanting books? Yes. You can give him. खत्म हो गया? मंगवाएंगे जिनको नहीं मिला सुन लेना. Vishuddha means, Shuddha means pure. I am going to translate the word Vishuddha to mean undistorted. Why? Because a lot of terminology of Vedanta in a lot of books in the market, they are distorted. Like the word avidya is distorted as some kind of avarana. The unlimited cannot have a avarana. Can you have a gungat for the unlimited head? You can't have. Once we say it is unlimited, there can't be anything bigger than the unlimited. Are you able to follow? Just listen. You can go home and then look into the book. किताब में कुछ नहीं, जो भी है जो बोल रहा हूँ उसमें है. You understand? Don't be greatly excited about the new book. The new book is exactly like the old book. It is the same like lunch, Today's lunch is exactly like yesterday's lunch. It don't be great. It's all the same thing. It's all one Vedanta, one topic. Just as avidya is distorted as a kind of avaranam around the self. You can't have avaranam around the self. Unlimited cannot have a cloak around it. The infinite cannot have a cover around it. There cannot be any cover around the infinite consciousness. Because if there is a cover around consciousness, I would ask a question, is it known cover or unknown cover? If it is an unknown cover, you can't talk about it. If it is a known cover, then it is illumined by consciousness. What is illumined by consciousness cannot cover consciousness. Therefore, conscious being doesn't have a cover around it. But generally, avidya is defined, is explained away by many people as a cover, avarana. This is called a distortion. Because in bhashya there is no such a description. And also, even if somebody says a big man avarana, our reasoning doesn't allow us to think. Because if truth is unlimited, svata siddham, self-evident, self-existent, self-effulgent. If it is self-evident, how can there be a cover around it? If there is something cover around the self, then it cannot be self-evident. If there is an envelope around the truth, if there is a cover around the truth, it would eclipse its evidence. Like you keep something in your hand and close it, then your hand eclipses the evidence of the object. Eclipses, conceals. Any cover conceals something. Any envelope conceals something. Cover means, avarana means concealing. But our existence is not concealed, we feel it. The existence of our being is never concealed. It is absolutely evident. Everybody feels I am there. As a seer I am there. As the experiencer of the waking world I am there. As the experiencer of the dream world I am there. As the experiencer of the deep sleep state I am there. Therefore our existence is not eclipsed. And therefore it is easy to understand that truth doesn't have, there is no avaranam cover around the truth. There is no eclipse. Therefore avidya does not mean an avaranam around the truth. Avidya means an error about the truth. Avidya means an error about the truth. A misconception about the truth is avidya. A misconception is different from an error, a concealment. If I have something in my hand and I conceal it, is it an error or concealment? It is called concealment. If you have something in your pocket and the pocket is closed, then that something is not mistaken, that something is concealed. And when something is concealed, you can't know anything, you can't have a view about it. You only keep guessing what could it be. There can be a guess, not adhyasa. Keep imagining it. Therefore, avidya does not mean an avaranam around the truth. Avidya means a misconception about the truth, not concealment. Therefore, education, Vedanta is not meant to remove the avaranam. Vedanta is meant to correct the misconception. Now, this word avidya has been distorted in many books, and therefore, here he uses the word, these distortions are all corrected by this author. This author is a great man. He is a very fearless analyzer of the Shastra. He is a man who never accepted any chair. Shankaracharya Padavi also he was offered. He was offered, please become Shankaracharya. He says, I don't want. Because whenever I accept a pada, then I have to play to the tune of the other people. Because every pada has got certain strings attached. Every chair has got certain strings attached. Therefore, he defines or he explains away what means what, and he corrects all the distortions, and therefore this particular book is called Vishuddha Vedanta Paribhasha. Therefore, Vishuddha means free from all distortions. Vedanta Paribhasha means Vedantic terminology, meaning the entire methodology of teaching is explained away. When you begin the methodology of teaching, in that methodology you will find terminology. When you start studying medicine, then you go through the terminology of medicine. When you study engineering, then you come across the terminology of engineering. Every branch of knowledge has got its own terminology, and Vedanta is nothing but a method of teaching, and this method of teaching has got its own terminology, and that terminology is called paribhasha. Paribhasha means the terminology, the terms used in the process of unfolding the truth. Terminology is always found in the method of conveying. Terminology is not loose words. They are not loose words. Like one drop of Ganga Jalam is connected to another drop of Ganga Jalam. They are not loose drops of water. They are all connected to one another, forming a river, forming a stream. Similarly, these words are not unconnected. They are all found in the method of unfolding the truth. Therefore, they are called paribhasha. Paribhasha means the terminology that is used in unfolding the nature of the truth. So if you get the terminology wrong, your vichara also goes wrong. Your vichara goes wrong. Don't interpret the word paribhasha to mean only just the words. No. It is the entire unfoldment of the truth. What does vidya mean? What does avidya mean? What does atma mean? Everything in the context of unfolding the truth, everything is explained to me. What does prakriya mean? What does shastra mean? All this, what is their place? This is all explained. Okay, Ji? Now let us see, we are reading his book. He has given a Mangalam. He has praised, he has thought of his teacher. Let us repeat it. Avachama prameyam cha karya karana varjitam Nishkriyam nishkalam shantam Atmanam anusandadhe. I invoke the grace of the truth, he says. He doesn't take the name of any particular person. He says, I invoke the grace of the truth. What is it? Avacham, which is beyond the language. Aprameyam, it is not a sense object. It is not something that can stand as an object of the senses and the words. Karya karana varjitam, and it also exists independent of cause and effect relation. Not only it exists independent of cause and effect relationship, but it also exists free from source and creation relationship. It is free from all relationships. When it is free from all relationship, there is only Shanti. Like when you transcend, when you go to sleep, there are no relationships. There is only Shanti. Nishkriyam, and it is free from all movements, free from kartritvam, free from karanas, free from kriya, free from phala. These four things. Kartritvam, it's not an actor, therefore it has no means of action, therefore it has no action, therefore it has no fruit of action. It's free from kartrutvam, free from karanas, free from kriyas, and free from phalam. It is free from kartrutvam, it is free from bhoktrutvam. So the author says, I invoke the grace of the teacher, I invoke the grace of the truth, which is aprameyam, avachyam, and karyakarana varjitam, nishkriyam, and nishkalam. It is free from all the faculties like eyes, mind, intellect, breath, etc. Free from all the kalas. Shantam, therefore, I invoke the grace of the peaceful. Atmanam, the self, anusandadhe, I invoke the grace. I think of the truth. Anusandadhe means anusandadhami. Anusandadhami means मैं अनुसंधान करता हूँ, मैं अनुष्ठान करता हूँ. Think of him. I think of the truth. which is avachyam, aprameyam, karyakarana varjitam, nishkriyam, nishkalam, I think of that truth to help me to write this book. Therefore, whenever you want to do something, you need God's grace. Amazing. You may be Bhagavan himself, but if you have to accomplish something, you need, like even Rama when he went to Lanka, to accomplish the victory over Ravana, he needed also grace. Therefore, he invokes the truth. As an embodied person, he needs the grace of the unembodied truth. As an embodied individual, he requires the grace of the unembodied truth. Therefore, he invoked the grace of Lord Shiva. Shiva means the unembodied truth. So in the state of embodiment, we invoke the grace of the unembodied. In the context of the form, I invoke the grace of the form-free truth. Therefore, even if you are a Brahmajnani, but if you have to do something, you have to take the help of Daiva. I have to ask for grace. Hey Bhagavan, in order to accomplish this book, in order to write this book, please, I need your grace. This is also important. In order to be peaceful, you need jnana, but if you have to accomplish something, you need grace. ये बहुत बड़ी बात है जी. A great difference. In order to be peaceful, you need jnana, nothing else. But if you have to successfully write a book without any discontinuity, without any vignas, then you need grace. To reach Ramana Kendra, you need grace. हाँ स्वामी जी, ये तो पक्का है. And having come to Ramana Kendra to be able to sit down and listen to Vedanta, you have to have grace because you are doing something, accomplishing something. And if I have to reflect, if I have to use time to be I want to accomplish clarity, I need some grace. And once I have knowledge, that is enough to keep me peaceful. But even as a Brahmajnani, supposing I want to write a book on Brahmajnana, then I need to. Okay, ji. Shantamatmanam anusandadhe padavakya pramana jnanam sampradaya vido gurun Natva Vishuddha Vedanta Paribhasha Prakashyate. See, Natva means having saluted. Namaskar karke. Kinko? Guru, sari teachers. All ours. There are so many teachers. Who are those teachers? Not every joker. Sampradaya vidaha. Those who understand the tradition. The traditional approach to understanding Vedanta. जो संप्रदाय को समझते हैं, ऐसी गुरु लोगों को नमस्कार करके. And what else is the glory of the gurus who understand the sampradaya? Padavakya pramana jnana. They understand the words, they understand the vakyas, they understand what is pramanam. They are not just pop teachers, they are traditional teachers. Pop teachers are different from traditional teachers. Traditional teachers are great, they are there to go into the Shruti. Therefore, having saluted all the teachers who understand Sampradayam, who understand the language, who understand the padas, who understand the vakya, who understand the pramanas, having saluted all of them, I highlight Vishuddha Vedanta Paribhasha. I write this Vedanta Paribhasha. It is put in the passive voice. After I have saluted all of them, after my having saluted all the teachers, this Vedanta Paribhasha has been written. I have not written this book from my vanity. I have not written this book from my ambition for name. I have not written this book from a motive for fame, for a motive for power, for motive for any appreciation. I have written this book only from my understanding that it is necessary for the people to know the truth correctly. Because I understand that it is so important for man to look at himself more correctly. And from that felt need, I have written this, he says. Thus he invokes the grace of the truth. Then begins the Vishuddha Vedanta Paribhasha. The first topic is Brahman. What is Brahma Shabda mean? This we will see in the next. Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Today we won't have the Sanskrit class. I have got some thoda sa karkara